This is Sybert signing into Kane's Wrath on the map Infested Coastline. I'm still a little bit sick, still a little bit under the weather, so we're going to be chilling out, we're going to be taking things easy, and we're going to be checking out a 1v1 on Infested Coastline. The pink GDI in the top left-hand corner, this is Libo, or Libo. Meanwhile, in the bottom right-hand corner, playing on the opposite side of the map, here we go, as the cyan marked of Kane, this is Rildcom. Rildcom playing marked of Kane, Libo playing... Oh. That's not good. Libo playing... Oh, no. GDI. Well, this is what happens when you're sick. You just kind of, you gotta fix things on the fly sometimes. There we go. Libo and Rildcom. And, yeah, this is where the income normally goes, but I'm sick, so I'm not tracking income. We're taking things easy. We're chilling out. Infested Coastline. It is Tournament Coastline, but the infested, twisted Tiberium Red Zone variant of it. You got the water flowing. You got some non-destructible bridges. You got some Tiberium fields. Marked of Kane versus GDI, but this is R18. So, I mean, hey, even in R18, Marked of Kane versus GDI, still a pretty common, powerful matchup. I feel like R19, maybe Marked of Kane. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it was R18. R18 maybe is where Marked of Kane really started picking up usage. Used to be Nod and Blackhand were the hot stuff, and then R18 kind of made Marked of Kane a little bit more viable. Operations Center a little bit quick. Not like ultra fast or anything. It's still after 2 refineries. It's after the War Factory. But, of course, there's no flame tanks. So... maybe this is a fast tech off of one base. Maybe this is some kind of airplay. Could be. There are some people who do really like their Venoms. Could be a mass Venom play, which would be funny to see. I don't think it would work very well versus a GDI player, but it would be funny to see. But who knows what Rildcom has going. Hello, cat. Kitty cat just jumped. Aha, and it is going to be fast tech. And immediately laser fences and then cells. This is fast tech, but also just kind of base crawling towards the natural expansion. So he's not going to be going south to that little field there. He's going to be going here. And this will be spotted, not immediately, but pretty close to immediately by Libo. Libo's going to have a fair idea of exactly what is going on. He's going to see that. He's going to see the laser fence, and he's going to go, what did you do? He can punish this. What is this coming out of here? An avatar? Oh, no, it's going to be a stealth tank. Oh, okay. So the stealth tank is going to get jumped on. And, I mean, hey, stealth tanks can trade versus pit bulls, but that stealth tank didn't get a single shot off. That's just like 1,800 credits down the drain, and now this is not going well. On the other side of the map, maybe there was a bike there, but the Predator tank able to deal with that. One harvester down, Rildcom. He's trying for the EMP. He's going to be able to get out one shot with this stealth tank. No, he pulls back. Okay, finally, he gets off a volley there. And it's going to be able to clean up 2 pit bulls. Oh, is he not even going to get the second pit bull? Okay, he will get the... No, he doesn't get the second pit bull. The EMP locks down his own War Factory as well. Oh, this could not... this could be going worse, but this is not going well for Rildcom. He does finally have his War Factory back online. This is a 4 refinery GDI player who has all of the intel in the world that this is coming his way. He's low power mode, which is a bit annoying to deal with, but honestly, yeah, like lots of pit bulls. And mixing in Predator tanks and APCs, not a bad idea. Oh, he does go command post, so he can get the upgraded power plant. EMPs are always annoying to deal with, but, you know, anti-infantry also exists. Oh, this is actually One-click build as well. Okay, so Wildcom actually starting to get a little bit of value for his fast teching build. And of course, Wildcom, I assume, is going to expand towards his natural off of this. Otherwise, he just kind of has an exposed tier 3 sitting out there on the wind. And I don't know, he could even just go fast, not fast tech, but go into tech himself and head for the Marv and Juggernaut army. Classic GDI option. Pitbull's going to try and close in on these stealth tanks. They're going to get one stealth tank, but they're kind of dividing their shots. Not going to close in on the second stealth tank. And good control by Wildcom. EMP locks down one Pitbull. Pitbull's finally committing in. Oh, they don't get it! That stealth tank, they were supposed to get the kill, and they didn't quite get it. And now the Pitbulls are actually in so low number. Oh, no. The Pitbulls all committed into that attack, and they all fell apart. Wildcom, with only stealth tanks, manages to crush all of the Pitbulls. A couple of Predator tanks here. It is going to be into tech. No rebuild of that refinery, but can sell off one of the refineries back home, transition all of the harvesters over while he gets that second refinery back up and running. Otherwise, he's going to have a bit of a cash flow problem. Second refinery at the natural back up and running. Scorpion, stealth tank, but oh, good split. Good split by Wildcom. That was perfect. That was almost disaster. He was lined up for massive splash damage against that sonic emitter. He slaps that X key just in time and then actually starts controlling his stealth tanks and sends them away. Okay, he's rebuilt some of his Pitbulls, which is good. Although the Pitbulls are way ahead of the Predator tanks, which means the Predator tanks are just kind of lagging behind, not doing anything. Pitbulls do need to be protected just because they are the stealth detection. And Wildcom is actually having trouble catching this army. Oh, this obelisk is going to start popping tanks and Pitbulls. 2 stealth tanks do survive. Libo is not going to get the kill on both. He is going to get one. Oh, his army is getting fractured. Libo's going to lose his last stealth detection. And he didn't kill any harvesters. He got big damage off of 2 of them, but he didn't actually get any kills. Wildcom has not exactly secured some kind of great victory for himself. I do like the Orca beacon on the Predator tank. Gives him the mobile detection. And, well, not quite. It doesn't quite matter if you can't actually engage your opponent. These stealth tanks are doing a good job of sitting right on the edge of range there. If they can find any high-tech buildings, like if they could swing in, take down, I guess the airfield isn't really that expensive of a building, but if they could pop off a couple of these buildings one at a time. Okay, Tibcore was actually purchased, so Wildcom does have that going for him. He did also take that building down there, so I guess he's got the little bit of scouting intel. Both players did grab their Tib spikes. Nicely done there, long time ago. Orca is here. Going to be replacing that beacon onto that Predator tank. And yeah, just kind of shoring up defenses going into late game GDI. Got the Marv coming in. Got Juggernauts. Barracks for a couple of engineers, maybe a couple of zone troopers as well. And the Redeemer steps out as well. So this is stealth tanks into a Redeemer by Wildcom. Almost fell apart for him in the middle there, but he managed to keep alive everything just enough to kill off all of those Pitbulls, to stop the harassment at his natural. And now both of these guys have kind of taken a bit of a breather. Stealth detection getting added onto that Marv. Rage Gen fires off, but I think it was nothing was close enough, or the move commands had already been given. And yeah, that Rage Gen, a bit of a miss there by Wildcom. And now it is going to be Juggernauts firing away at that obelisk. 2 Juggernauts splitting the splash damage of that Spectre. Needs to go ahead and clean up those Spectres as quickly as he can. First EMP lands on that Marv. Predator tanks not joining the fight at all, so it is going to be just Juggernauts and the Marv. Double engineer inside of that Marv, so he can retreat at any point. He can get those repairs. Mine drop getting called in, and that's another EMP. Or maybe he just built that air tower purely for the EMP. Wouldn't be the most cost-effective option, but I assumed he also wanted the mine drop. Maybe not. Spectres still raining down fire, and that Marv has lost a lot of health. Another air tower. The Redeemer survives. No EMP. There's the magnetic mines on top of the Marv as well. Mines get cleaned up, though. Nice Orca stealth pod does detect those mines, helps him to clear those up. Redeemer gets pushed back. Marv gets pushed back. Spectres versus Juggernauts. A classic GDI versus Nod story of artillery. And, oh, the zone troopers, they're right on the edge of range there, but there is a shredder turret shredding those zone troopers. They don't get all of the stealthy boys. And 2 stealth tanks survive the engagement. Rildcom, he is playing a stealth tank heavy style, and I am loving the variety here. If you can make the stealth tanks work, it's great. Killing the husks, nice move there. Instead of just sitting around and waiting with those Spectres, actually using them to kill off the husks of your opponent. Always a nice touch. Rildcom moving forward with that MCV. Orca? One single Orca? I think he was planning on doing like some scouting or something, but... Okay, there we go. There's going to be the little pod on top of that MCV. Rage Gen fires off. Rage Gen fires off. Spectre artilleries find their shots. Juggernauts have already been given their attack command, as had that Marv. But both of the Juggernauts fall. The EMP lands. The Marv does not get the kill on the MCV, and instead, the Spectres find their targets. Stealth tanks getting in on the action and getting the last shot there as the Marv goes down, and orbital bombardment finds those Spectres. 3 out of the 4 at least going down. Good use of the orbital bombardment by Libo. And the last stealth tank, I think, just exploded. If the Marv was still alive, this Redeemer wouldn't be quite as scary. But the Redeemer, I don't know, was it stealthed earlier? No, I guess not. It's not a stealth Redeemer, I guess, but it is a Redeemer nonetheless. And 1 Spectre did survive, but no, there are 2 out on the field now. Juggernauts splitting their damage. A couple of them trying to take down the MCV. A couple of them trying to take down the Spectres. Alright, Libo takes down the MCV. Stops the supercharged particle beam shredder turrets. Yeah, Rildcom, you may have seen him. I've casted some games from Rildcom in the past. Zoranus in the chat asking if he's seen Rildcom before. You may have. I think mostly in team games. Orca goes down. Redeemer steps forward. 1 stealth tank, 1 Redeemer. Trying to clear out those Juggernauts. Engineers standing by either for the Marv or for the Juggernaut husks. 2 stealth tanks rebuilt have survived the day. And Rildcom, what is going on with his economy? Does he doesn't have very many harvesters. I guess he could transfer 1 harvester over, but yeah, he kind of got pushed back there. And the Marv is back out on the field. A couple of zone troopers, a couple of engineers back into that Marv. EMP locks down the Marv, but not enough damage output to do anything serious. Engineers will get that Marv healed up right as rain in just a couple of moments. And Rildcom, he's down on the MCV, so if he wants to build an MCV, he's going to have to lock down his war factory for a little while. And that is it. 35 seconds of pause before you can get back to rebuilding your units. Ooh, stealth tanks in the back. Oh, they don't get the kill on that Space Command uplink. That was actually a good call by Libo to sell that off, because that will rank up a stealth tank pretty well. It is so high value and it has so little HP. Libo doing a really good job after that first blunder with the pit bulls where he committed all the way into the base. Really good job of locking down those stealth tanks, cleaning a lot of them up. Oh no, rear armor to the Redeemer. Stealth tank getting some shots as well, but Juggernauts clear them out. Libo never giving up, never giving in. Rildcom always trying with the stealth tanks around the sides to get some damage done, but it's just not working. Now he does have that laser fence on the Redeemer Engineering Facility. His MCV did manage to escape. EMP lands, but is he going to be able to stop? We do have sniper teams here as well. No EMPs from our GDI player, though. No Space Command uplink, and he may not even need it. That is a fearsome amount of firepower landing on that Redeemer. And finally, the engineering facility has gone down. No more additional repairs for that Redeemer, although I don't know if backing off here is the right call. There isn't much left for this Marked of Kane player. Harvester goes down. Spectre is not being detected. Redeemer, can he actually take it down? Rage Gen fires off, and no effect. Oh, no. Oh, actually, okay. Juggernaut's getting a couple of shots there. Slow mode for this Marv, as those Tib troopers spawn in and immediately are annihilated. We're gonna make it through. Juggernaut's getting targeted down. One of them has ranked up. EMP's getting denied. Nicely done there by Libo. That was 3 EMPs denied on the edges there. And another EMP coming in. Will he actually get the sell? He's trying to kill out the Shred. Oh, he kills all of the sniper teams. Now he can actually sell this off and get the EMPs on that Marv. One EMP lands, gets the Juggernaut as well. Redeemer moves in. There's the kill on the Juggernaut. Here's the second EMP on the Marv. And now he's trying to move over to that rear armor, or maybe he's just trying to create a little bit of space. Spectre Artillery isn't landing the shots. I'm not sure what the plan is here. He's got the EMPs, he's got the lockdown, but where's the DPS? Oh, what happened to the War Factory? Oh no, there's a War Factory here. What happened to the production? I don't know what happened to the production of Libo. Libo's economy maybe just dried up or something. He's still got 2 working harvesters. Maybe that's it. Maybe he lost his harvesters and never rebuilt them. All right, Marv is out of lockdown. EMPs have worn off. Conyarder's going to take a bunch of damage. Sells off the... Oh, EMP lands. But again, where's the DPS? Sniper team coming in. One last sniper team maybe to get the kill on whatever spawns in to deny those EMPs. Libo versus Rildcom. It's coming down to those epic units. It's coming down to the EMP denials. You have to hand it to Libo with these EMP denials. More Shredder turrets getting called in. It's going to be a power plant as well. A double EMP potential, triple EMP potential, as that sniper team, nicely done there, gets the kill on that EMP. Really nicely done. Libo is on top of these EMP denies, but I don't know, this Spectre has maybe done too much damage. There it is. All right, EMPs land. That's too much. I think Libo has gone a step too far. He didn't have enough DPS. He couldn't deny the MCV. And Rildcom's Redeemer survives once again. GG gets called, and Libo will take the L there. Rildcom with mass stealth tanks, Spectres, and a Redeemer. Almost nothing else will take the win there on Infested. Coastline. Well played to both players. Honestly, that was not the best game in terms of overall strategy, but they both had a couple of standout moments there that they were able to perform well and to show some good play, show some good moves. Again, I really like the EMP denies from Libo. He realized that EMPs were really chewing him up. He wasn't able to deal with the Spectre ever, which was a big problem. And then the Shredder turrets ended up shredding him. But I really like those EMP denies. Anyways, that'll do it for that game. Let's jump into another one. Welcome to Tournament Odyssey for another 1v1. We're going to keep chilling out and just taking things easy. As in the north, playing the blue Marked of Kane. This is AssassinSpy. And in the south, playing the red GDI. This is Mayhem. Two guys that I do not recognize, but that's okay. Sometimes we don't have to recognize the folks in the games for them to be entertaining matches. GDI versus Marked of Kane once again. I feel like this has been a recurring theme with this stream. Welcome, Extremizer, joining in on the Twitch chat. Let's see. Okay, that is a very fast MCV pack-up. What is your plan? You're going in the wrong direction. Your expansion's that way, buddy. You're moving in the wrong direction. AssassinSpy. Hey, both of these guys grabbed their tib spikes quickly. Their War Factory refinery timings seemed fine. The only thing that seems a little bit strange is going to be this walking mechanical monster. Where are you going? All right, AssassinSpy is in for a treat, giving us a bit of a delight, changing things up. Hey, we've seen Tournament Odyssey a ton. Last 2-3 years, we've seen Tournament Odyssey so many times. It's a good map. It's a fine map. I like it as a map. Oh, this is... Wait, how many is this? Don't let your eyes deceive you. Okay, it's only 4. It's 3 basically full... Oh, no, it's 5. It's 3 basically full health squads and then 2 sell-off squads. All right, Bike Buggy, that's going to be the follow-up. This is an MCV push, an EMP MCV push. This Watchtower is doing some serious damage. Okay, APC does go down. That's good. Mayhem losing that APC is a bit frustrating for him. He does manage to get the Rifleman squad out, though, of that Watchtower. And, ooh, okay, nice. That was a waste of an EMP. Okay, this is going okay for Mayhem. Not great, but okay. The engineer... What are you doing? What is this build? Engineer, double engineer to steal your opponent's spike. I think he's going to get away with it, too. I guess the only way to stop it would be, like, send a harvester over there real quick just to kill the engineer, which might be worth it. And laser turrets right on the edge of the field. Goes for a secret shrine as well. EMP lands. Perfect EMP there. That was really nice EMPs. Riflemen commit into the attack. They get all of those awakened squads, and oh, look at this. Bikes at the expansion. The harvester's going to go down. That MCV moves over to the expansion, and now the bikes can start hitting the power plants as well. They can swing in, hit power plants. They can try and take down harvesters from, like, the south side. They can do anything they want, and all 4 Tiberium spikes go to that Nod player. Marked of Kane, he gets the disruption tower as well. Oh, what is this? AssassinSpy. He is truly looking to assassinate somebody. This is goofball mode. Stealth tanks, and now we get enlightened, and he's going more enlightened. He doesn't have supercharged particle beam. Oh, he has cybernetic legs now. EMPs land. He's going to be able to shred the infantry. Is a shredder turret as well. Riflemen get cleaned up. Oh no, the GDI player built a bunch of tanks. He built tanks because he thought he needed to kill buildings, but he doesn't need to kill buildings. He needs to kill enlightened squads. Oh, and shadow teams are coming in. And the bikes are killing power plants as well. The bikes are killing power plants. The shadow teams are gonna bomb out the power plants. Oh no. And the rifleman gets gunned down. That double war factory into predator tanks. And then you realize your opponent has actually built like 14 enlightened squads. And your predator tanks are basically useless. The only thing that would make this better is if somehow he had enough cash to get out an operations center and to get out a tech lab and to go tier 3, which you don't have the cash with this kind of a build to do that. Oh, this is so perfect. This is such a perfect build from AssassinSpy. This definitely won't work against all GDI players, but it works every once in a while. You can do something goofy like this, and especially when your opponent doesn't scout it, you use those awakened squads to deny the early scout so that they have no idea that this is coming their way. Oh, a war factory. A war factory on the front line. The MCV is just slowly being torn apart. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mayhem, what is he even going to do? I mean, from this point, he's lost almost all of his harvesters. I don't even know what he can do from this point. I guess sell off a refinery? GG. It doesn't matter. That's it. That was a good one. Tournament Odyssey. I'll admit, I've seen a bunch of games on Tournament Odyssey. I don't think I have ever seen a game like that. Thank you, AssassinSpy and Mayhem, for providing us with the pure Marked of Kane versus GDI entertainment. That's the kind of stuff that'll send me to an early grave as I hack and cough and laugh at how goofy that game was. That was great. Welcome to Tournament Redux, a map that we have not seen very often at all. I think maybe there is a R19 variant of this map that we will see, but this is an R18 game. No, it's not. This is actually an original game. This is no balance mod or anything. In the north, playing the purple GDI, this is Pectoralis or something. Meanwhile, in the south, a name that's a bit more familiar. Oh, wow, this map is so small to scroll on. This is Samurai Jack, playing yellow. Also, playing GDI. There we go. And yeah, I did not realize how small this map is. Big shout out to FearDragon64 for showing up and trolling a little bit here. Oh, Fear Dragon. I've been sick for basically a week, man. It's been a tough time, but not that tough of a time. It really hasn't been bad, all things considered. But I don't know how many times we've actually seen a competitive game on this map. It's one of those maps that's been in the pool forever. It is an original map that ships with the game, but... Or wait, was this a... Shoot, now I can't remember. This might have been like a pre-order bonus map. This is one of those maps that like they would lock away if you bought the special edition, you got it, or something like that, or you had to redeem it special. But yeah, this map has been around for a long, long time, but people just don't play it. It is definitely a weirdo map. You do have 3 attack paths, but one of them is through a big Tiberium field, and it does have these buildings, so it is a weird map because infantry are so de-emphasized. You can only really use infantry when they're loaded inside of something or on the edges of the map. So we have a GDI mirror on Tournament Redux, or Tournament Desert Redux. And then you do have kind of forward Tiberium spike locations. They're not pokerish, but they are kind of far out there as far as where you spawn, and I don't know, there might actually be a way to try and rush your opponent's tib spike. I think they would still get there in time. But you might actually be able to rush your opponent's Tib Spike if you really tried. And maybe even stop their engineer if they were a little bit slow. It's going to be APCs on the right side of the map from Samurai Jack. He's moving forward. He's got rockets. He's got rifles. He's got a little bit of everything inside of these. A little bit of everything being just two things, because it's actually rockets and an engineer, which is pretty funny. But the engineer is going to go for the refinery. And the Predator tank may not get the crush. Oh, he gets the harvester too. Samurai Jack, the perfect timing. Gets the harvester, gets that last little bit of Tiberium, and now he drops the barracks. The barracks gets destroyed immediately. Oh, he sells off the refinery. Oh, Samurai Jack, what are you doing? He loses the entire attacking army. Oh, man. He loses the entire attacking army, but that was a pretty funny move. Couple of Predator tanks moving out through the middle of the map. One refinery now for Pectoralis. Double barracks, really? Do you need 2 barracks, Samurai Jack? He is a samurai, so I wouldn't want to challenge anything that he says or does, but it seems like 2 barracks might actually be too many. This is 5 Predator tanks versus 6 Predator tanks versus 1 Predator tank plus some rockets, and Samurai Jack is actually a little bit out of cash. Having the rocket squad in the garrisonable structure is a huge benefit at this point. Unfortunately, he does lose it right there. Predator tanks going to be able to back away. Expansion into the middle of the map for Pectoralis. He's got that expansion rocking and rolling. And honestly, maybe sell off one of these barracks. I don't know that you really need both of these barracks. I love the engineer play. I don't know where the second... Where did the second engineer go? Did he... Oh, he may have tried to walk it along the edge. That garrisonable structure, what is the vision like? Yeah, let's switch. Yeah, this is almost like small town USA, where when you take these buildings, it gives you so much vision of your opponent. Like, look at this. Look at this. Pectoralis has vision of 3/4 of the map. Like, legitimately, what is that? 75% of the map almost under his vision. Not so much control, but he's at least got vision of that whole area. Grenadier squad going to be able to clean that up. What does this say? What is this guy doing? That rifleman, just watch that Grenadier squad walk up to the building and do absolutely nothing about it. Okay. Shatterer comes out. Still hasn't rebuilt the second refinery back at home. What is this Grenadier squad doing? Why are you all the way on the other side of the map? Like, clear out this building over here. You know, do all of that kind of stuff. Oh, no, he's going to go for the opposite buildings. What are you doing? Samurai Jack. This might actually work. He might actually get a harvester here. Kill here. He gets 1 harvester. He could get 3 harvesters. This might actually work. Yeah, there's no Grenadiers to swiftly clean this out. Shatterers and Predator tanks, move. Move, what are you guys doing? Break these buildings. You don't need Grenadiers if you have tanks. You can kill the buildings. You can just kill the buildings. All right, he does have the Grenadier now, so he's going to be able to clear out the buildings nice and quickly. Force the eject on these rocket squads, but they're going to get cleaned up as they try and evac. And, well, 1 Grenadier is going to take over that building, and I guess that'll be that. That was pretty funny. He just got 2 or 3 harvesters. He got 2 or 3 harvesters with that move. That was not the best strategy in the world, and yet it worked. All right, real quick. Let's take another look at Pectoralis' vision. Yeah, look at this. 1 building. 1 building over here. All that vision it gives him. Maybe not this over here. I think that was a scan or something. But this, up to there, just from that 1 building over there, you get such good range from infantry inside of buildings. Such good vision. Shatterers, Preds, And Grenadier squads all here. Grenadiers to clear out the buildings. Harvester also here, and an engineer being sent to the front line. Samurai Jack, why are you sending an engineer to the front? Why are you sending an engineer into this building? Why did you do that? But he did. And now that engineer is dead, this APC is going down. Samurai Jack, a fantastic start to the game, and a pitiful finish of the game. I think he's about to just get steamrolled. He's got almost nothing here. There's not much space to run and hide on this map. There's not much space in your base to hide your face from the place where the guns are firing. And that's going to be it. Samurai Jack providing some entertainment, but ultimately, pectoralis coming through and just smashing him. Smashing him right through. Bunch of Preds, bunch of shockwavy boys. Shocker guys. And, yeah. There we go. Samurai Jack. Entertaining start. Crushing defeat in the end. These are viewer-submitted games, so truly, anything is possible, and we should have no standards for what we think will happen, because anything might happen. And with that being said, welcome to Twisted Rift, aka Tiberium Rift, the variant of Tournament Rift, as the purple GDI in the top left-hand corner. This is First Impact. And in the bottom right-hand corner, as the green nod, this is Fiolet. It's not violet, it's not violent, it's Fiolet. Which is a pretty interesting name, although the person who's playing purple doesn't have the name that's like Violet. It's First Impact. First Impact, I think I've only seen one game from this guy, and I think it was on Tournament Oddyssey, and it ended up being a pretty entertaining game. It was not necessarily a high-level match. I think First Impact would be okay with me saying that, but it was an entertaining match, and I actually don't remember who his opponent was. Maybe it was Violet. Maybe it was these same two guys. Might have been the same two guys. Well, this was the start. The last game was a crazy ton of flame tanks. Is this also going to be a crazy ton of flame tanks? Although he's only going 2 harvesters, so I'm not sure how much income he's going to have to pump into flame tanks. Normally, when you do this variant of the build, you only get like 2 flame tanks. Sometimes 1 flame tank, and then you sell off the operations center, and you know, you use that black hand squad to burn down your opponent's tip spikes. But normally, when people do this build, it's not a ton of flame tanks. It's a couple of flame tanks, like 2 or 3 at most. This MCV is slowly working its way towards the natural expansion. I'm not sure what he's unpacked for. Okay, he's going Reckoner. You got to make sure you're good with the timing there. I've done the thing where you sell off the first one before you place the second one, and it cancels your unit. And you go, oh, yeah, I'm a dummy. And then you have to restart the unit, and then you're just flustered from there, and like the whole build is, you know, 15 seconds slower than it should be. Oh, he spots the MCV moving. This is actually perfect. Wait, where is... Oh, here's the flame tank there. Oh, this might be perfect. The GDI player has not scouted. First Impact has not scouted. He's going immediately for the blue Tiberium. Oh, Dune Tiger has talked about the dangers of that fast blue Tiberium. First Impact is going to be seeing the MCV, but he doesn't see the main base, so he doesn't know how weird of a game this is already, but he will see this Reckoner over by his Tib Spike, and he will realize, oh, okay, this is definitely a weird game. If I see a Reckoner, then that means things are about to go bad. And yes, they're going very bad indeed. I don't know that he can save this MCV. He's going to have to pack it up. He cancels whatever he was building, and yeah, he's just going to have to run for the hills. I guess you can save the MCV if you pack it up, because flame tanks actually do pretty bad damage versus an MCV when it's packed up. But he's trying to break the attack lock, but Fiolet is on it. Nice job, Fiolet. Going to be able to burn down that MCV. That was really well done by Fiolet. Some players aren't as fast with target reacquisition, and so that MCV pack-unpack stuff is a lot more delaying and damaging to the flame tank timing. This MCV, on the other hand, is just taking a bunch of damage. Fiolet, 1 step forwards, 2 steps backwards. No, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's the better way to put it. Maybe overkilling some of these pit bulls, but honestly, I don't think that's that big of a deal. You've killed the MCV. You've caused a big reset on the War Factory. It looks like First Impact is rebuilding the MCV, and he's going to get all of these pit bulls, so he can actually go for harvesters now. And this is 5 bikes, so you can actually kill harvesters pretty quick. Yeah, just go for the harvesters. As soon as the MCV pops out, then you can switch targets to the MCV. You can get some good damage on this MCV before it unpacks. Oh, he timed that out nicely. Gets the MCV and a pit bull at the same time. Now go for the harvesters again. Yeah, this is really nice by Fiolet. This is a violent night for Fiolet. First Impact is going to be back to his first harvester in a moment. And at some point, these bikes are probably going to get overwhelmed, but they might get another harvester before they actually get overwhelmed. Reinforcements coming in. And yeah, I don't know that I would keep streaming bikes across the map. You're kind of getting popped now. You're getting them dropped one by one. Yeah, you need to pull them back. You probably could have pulled back like the last 2 or something, but killed the MCV, took way too much damage on his own MCV. That's a rifleman doing that damage. That MCV is down to half HP, or pretty close to half HP, because of 1 rifleman. So, well, Zad's in the chat says, Fiolet never plays macro, he always rushes. Okay, good to know. So, First Impact and Fiolet off to an explosive, fiery start here in our last game of the day. And this MCV down to half health as well, but of course it was due to attack bikes. All right, attack bikes coming back in. They're going to trade out versus the pit bulls, but the watchtower kind of makes this a difficult proposition for the Nod player. This is one of those things where it's like, I don't know that it's really worth it to head back in there with those attack bikes. Honestly, it probably would have been better to... Well, he went up to 4 harvesters. To go up to 5, 6 harvesters and start pumping scorpions, or, you know, at least go double War Factory bike buggy and start working on your natural expansion economy. If you drop the second War Factory up here and then use that to cover for your 2 refineries after that, and you'll be at sort of a normal place. Oh, it's actually going to be a double War Factory in the south. It is going to be bike buggy. All right. All right, First Impact, he's trying to stabilize. Okay, he does have the rifleman down here. I was like, I would not do this unscouted. Against this guy, I would not move your MCV into the shroud. You want to have something giving you a bit of vision, giving you a bit of intel. And this is going to be this could be a difficult hold for First Impact. He does deploy nice and early in time. He has a watchtower, now about halfway done. All right, this is enough pit bulls. He's actually pretty solid on the pit bull numbers. Watchtower getting added in. Bikes come in, but there's no soft targets for the bikes to hit, so the bikes are just going to be taking that bit of damage. 1 pit bull, but against, what, 2, 3 buggies and a bike? Yeah, I'll take that trade if I'm the GDI player. Second War Factory. He actually had enough time to get out his second War Factory in that time as well. Now repairs, fresh reinforcements. Second Watchtower gets added on. First Watchtower eats a couple of shots. This is not going badly for First Impact at all. If Fiolet is able to get into the north and kill more harvesters, then sure, things are different. But right now, this is just bikes washing against nothing. This is almost no losses. How many losses is this? 2 pit bulls? 2 pit bulls and a watchtower or something? For what? 8 bike buggy? 8, 9 bike buggy? Is that an MCV cell? That's an MCV cell engineer, boys. This is a 4 harvester. I do like going for the blue. When you're at 4 harvesters, 2 refineries, 2 War Factory all in, yeah, go for the blue, man. Don't go for the blue man. Go for the blue, comma man. Don't go for the blue, comma man. That doesn't make any sense. But go for the blue. Engineer walking his way along the north side of the map. Could grab a refinery. Not going to grab anything if that rifleman sticks around. All right, this is going to get really tough for Fiolet. He's going to have to find some kind of opening, some kind of opportunity. First Impact has transitioned his stuff down to the south. Pit Bull's going to be walking their way up north. One militant squad is here. No AP ammo is unfortunate for the GDI player, but not that big of a deal. 2 war factories. Aha, here we go. First refinery on the natural expansion. First impact is starting to stabilize. 4 pit bulls in the south. A roving band of pit bulls heading from the north to the south for defense. First harvester could get jumped on. No damage to harvesters at all. Fiolet will grab 1 harvester there. Good jump. But how many bike buggy will he trade out for it? That's going to be quite a few bikes and buggies going down. Actually, to be fair, most of the bikes did pull away. It was mostly buggies going down, which is sort of what you want. Not necessarily. Oh, okay. Well, this is now just a really weird build. When you rebuild the MCV, but you didn't really do anything with your big all-in attack, it's sort of like, okay, well, now you're just going to go for a natural expansion, but you're behind where you would have been, and you're behind where your opponent is now, which is definitely a bit questionable. This is a lot of pit bulls now. This is so many pit bulls that it's almost worth going tier 3 and getting mortars. I mean, probably you want predator tanks or something else, but it's so many pit bulls that it's almost worth it. Engineer needs a bit of cover. Killing the rifleman with the bikes. Ooh, he might have spotted the engineer. That might be right on the edge of vision for first impact. He doesn't send anything up. We'll notice. We'll see. Okay, no, he doesn't send anything up just yet. All right, first impact. He is on his way, I think, to his second expansion, his second refinery, and his natural expansion, which is always going to be nice for the GDI player who didn't go for the all-in. Pit bulls catch the bikes. Blue Tiberium gets cleaned up, though. And okay, first refinery on the natural for the Nod player. I guess it's just a normal game now. Scorpion tank's going to be the transition for the Nod player. Cleans up those pit bulls one by one by one. And that's one of those things where that looked a lot like a lot of Filet's engagements for the last couple of minutes, where those pit bulls go in and then they realize, oh, we're the wrong class of units. That's so many harvesters. I didn't even realize. Why does he have so many harvesters? I guess so you could lose them and you still have a good number. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the other one. That was 9 harvesters on 2 refineries for 1 field. This is a guy who's never been harvesting more than 1 field at a time, has 9 harvesters. I think he may have overspent on harvesters. Pitbull's going to be trading out against the harvesters. At least they took a couple of harvesters with them, but honestly, that's not that big of a deal because 9 harvesters is way too many for 2 refineries. So most of those harvesters would have been lined up, not doing anything. Oh, the engineer gets denied. Unfortunate for Fiolet. Nice attempt there. While your opponent is attacking you, you try and sneak something into their base. They're going to be on the other side of the map. On your side of the map, microing, controlling their units, trying to be effective with their pit bulls. And he almost snuck an engineer into his opponent's MCV. And that would have been a wonderful victory. But it is not meant to be. Unfortunately. Radar jamming missile fires off, and, well, it's going to be Shatterers, Predator tanks, and maybe some more Pit Bulls. Although I guess the Pit Bulls are all the way on the other side of the map. They're going to find themselves a couple of more Harvesters. Some of these Harvesters pretty full on Tiberium. But yeah, parking lot here, so losing a couple of Harvesters is manageable, but you don't want to lose the ones that are full of Tiberium. That's a big no-no. And, well, Violet has absolutely everything in the south. Does he have enough Scorpion tanks to just roll over this? The Shatterers make it difficult because of the splash damage, but he should have enough to overwhelm the Shatterers, and then, yeah, he can trade out 1-to-1 with the Predator tanks, and that's going to be fine with the Scorpion tank player, but losing every single Harvester, he literally has lost every single Harvester. Oh, no! Fiolet, no! Fiolet, every Harvester but one goes down. Reinforcements showing up. These Predator tanks going to be cleaning up a couple of more Scorpions. I mean, the Scorpion tanks will still win in the end, but a couple more Predators will get the kills before the Scorpions go down. Oh, we'll get the last Scorpion. That low health guy. Oh, well. Oh, he does! Last shot. The literal last shot does get a kill there. And the Pitbulls were never dealt with. Yeah, that's right. The Pitbulls fought up in the north, and now this one. Oh, no, he can't refine the Tiberium. He has a full load of Tiberium, but he can't refine it. I guess you sell off the tech? You sell off tech and power plant? Oh, no. Fiolet is so dead. But if he could have kept some of these Harvesters alive, he would be less dead. Oh, that's so tragic. Literally no refineries on the map for the green Nod player. He's green like Tiberium, but he's going to be green with envy of having a refinery. He's going to be like, I wish I had a refinery. And he gets one. He gets one refinery because he's got a flame tank on the other side of the map. I love it. Comes in here, gets the command post. Can he get the refinery as well? Refinery would be nice. It's not a big deal for First Impact because First Impact has a third base. A novel idea indeed. But yeah, that flame tank snuck its way all the way down to there and then just kills off the command post, which possibly denied the Tier 3. The Tier 3 might have been on the way. Which, you know, that's a nice reset. Forcing your opponent to rebuild the command post instead of building their Tier 3. Getting to finish building their Tier 3. A lovely reset. Oh no, he's auto-harvesting. Oh, good catch. Good catch for Fiolet. And this is now double Harvester, double Refinery. Where'd the third Harvester go? There should be 3 Harvesters. Did he lose? No, there we go. Okay, 3 Harvesters. Double Refinery at the third base. First Impact. Should be a pretty easy walk in the park to take this. Literally, if he A-moved everything he had on the map right now, he could win the fight. He has way too many Predator tanks to be stopped. But also, he's going to be taking the blue Tiberium. And behind this, I assume... Oh, he's actually going Armory. I was assuming he was teching up, but he's going Armory instead. And hey, get you some comp armor. Maybe even power packs if you want to do that. But get you some comp armor. Does he already have AP ammo? He already has AP ammo. So, yeah. Nice, easy walk in the park. He's going Redeemer. Fiolet. Yeah, the Pitbulls commit back into the attack. They get, it looks like, maybe 1 Harvester. Did they get? Yeah, 1 Harvester, not 2. 1.5. All right. First Impact should be able to line this one up. This is almost T-ball at this point. Push him out on the field. Tee up the ball for him. And say, go to town, kid. Go to town. I don't know what this tech lab was doing. It was upgrading something at one point. That ended up being a not great long-term choice, but that will do it. A violent start, but a Fiolet finish as Violet wins the day. First Impact takes that game, and that will do it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed some of these goofball games, and this is Sybert signing out.